I've partnered with Win College Football, and I've dropped my very first ebook, the Pacific Northwest ebook, aka the Oregon State Offensive ebook. This is the same scheme I've used to place top 15 and cut rank and top 25 in the head-to-head leaderboards. I've also used this scheme to take down and beat some of the best college football players in the world. Use code Mikey for 20% off. And as always, boys, I promise we can dominate together. What's going on, boys? Today we are back with another College Football 26 Ultimate Team video. Now, if you're new to the channel, why don't you go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me as we are on the road to 3,000 subscribers. Also, if you do me a favor, hit a like on this video as well. That'd be greatly appreciated. Want to set a like goal of 47 as always on this video, which I know you guys will absolutely smash. Want to give a huge shout out to my brother from another mother, Vontae7, over on the Twitch side for the donated subs this month. And I want to give a special shout out to my guy, Jesus Billy, over on the YouTube side for consistently commenting on the YouTube videos. I appreciate both of you guys so much. And this video is dedicated to both of you guys. But let's get to the reason why you guys are here. Market Monday. Let's start with our conference tour volume 7 that's coming out. And we got our guy, Jalen Rayner, quarterback, 88 speed, 93 throw power, which is absolutely elite. Hits the 90s across the short, medium, and deep accuracy. Elite play action, elite throw under pressure. It'll be very interesting to see if they give him a good release with tight spiral. Billy Edwards got a card not too long ago, and he was pretty much awful. But the one thing about these conference tour cards is they always get 3 AP discounted abilities, the LTDs. They get negative 3 AP to the tier below abilities. So we are in gold abilities now. These cards are going to get negative 3 AP to silver abilities and negative 1 AP to gold abilities. This could by far and away be the best quarterback in the game. It really just depends on the release they give him tomorrow. Because with a strategy card, we're talking 95 throw power and 89 speed, along with possibly getting that silver dot for 1 AP and silver on time for 2. This might be the best quarterback in the game by far in a way. So we will see. We also got our guy, Patrick Peterson. Yes, Pat Pete is back in the game. 93 speed, 6'1", 94 man, 92 zone. But the tackling and the catch do concern me quite a bit on this card. I know there's a lot of Pat Pete fans out there, but at the end of the day, is he really better than the Richard Sherman card that's out? Probably not because of height, but at the end of the day, it's Pat Pete, and we love Pat Pete in college and MUT, so I'm pretty sure he's going to be a very expensive card. And he's probably also going to get that house. He possibly could be getting silver house call for 1 AP tomorrow. He possibly could be getting silver house call, and if he does get silver house call for 1, he's going to be on everyone's field more than likely as well. So we got Blaine Myrick, Will linebacker, 90 speed, 91 block shed is really elite, but the zone coverage is absolutely putrid at 79. But he's 6'3", so again, this is probably like more like you want to just user this guy. You don't want to leave him on an island by himself. Dalen Cobb, he's 5'10" at the end of the day. That's all I'm going to say about that. We're just going to move on to the next card. We got our guy Toby Payne, 6'4", tight end with 89 speed. I just feel like he's a nice budget option if you can't afford none of the big time wide receivers. On theme teams going to be boosted to a 90 speed. He has 90 short and medium route running as well, and 88 run block. This is a really solid card. And then last but not least, we have a left guard, Pension Wembley. I mean, it's a left guard at the end of the day, man. You know, it's just a left guard. You know, they're all going to play the same. Now, let's look at the content schedule for the week. We got Conference Tour Volume 7 dropping tomorrow. We got Stars of the Week, probably my favorite promo of the year so far, dropping on Wednesday. Got Season 4 LTDs dropping on Thursday. Ranks Given dropping on Friday, which I'm super looking forward to. Blue Chip on Saturday, also looking forward to that. And then Alumni Volume 19 on Sunday. All right, so we got a lot of things to talk about, and we don't got a lot of time, but that's okay. That's why we're here. But listen, the market over the weekend shot up significantly. Now, you might be asking yourself, well, Mikey, why did the market shoot up? Why did the market go up? The market went up for several reasons. Now, the first thing is we had an odds boost on Tuesday, and on Wednesday, training was so dirt cheap on Wednesday. I mean, we were getting 92s between 105K and under 130K. So somewhere between 105K to 130K on 92s. A lot of people took that cheap training and just kept rolling the stars of the season pack. And that's the reason why Julian Sayin and Taylor Mays had tanked in price. Some people held on to their training, and then when the Thanksgiving cards came out on Friday, they rolled for Thanksgiving. The Thanksgiving cards were really good, and that caused the market to shoot up because the supply of training was gone with people not actually opening packs to supply the market with training. Everyone was just rolling training for the cars and then selling the champion cars or selling the LTDs. That's why it's like not a lot of cars on the market. The same thing happened on Saturday. They dropped a platinum bundle with blue chips and nobody opened that bundle. That's why you don't see a lot of Max Clairs and Raylan Wilsons on the block. And then Alumni came out on Sunday, and Alumni was pretty underwhelming, probably the worst Alumni drop that I've ever seen to start a season. This drop was really bad, and nobody brought packs, and the market just continued to go up, and the market is still up right now. Now, I don't expect the market to come down until Wednesday. I'm thinking market comes down on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday morning, and then it goes right back up again on the weekend. That's what I'm predicting that's going to happen. I can't stress this enough. If you're not grinding rank, you should be grinding head-to-head seasons, and you should be opening the Thanksgiving 92 plus pack or the Stories of the Week pack. Thanksgiving or Stories of the Week. Stay away from. You can even roll Alumni. Alumni is very profitable right now because nobody's opening packs. Alumni, Thanksgiving, and Stars of the Week. You can literally make a lot of coin just by rolling natty packs. You quick sell anything that's under a 90 for training, and then you roll one of these, and whatever you pull, you sell. It's the bona fide way of making coin. The Thanksgiving 92 plus is probably the most profitable one at 39,000 because it gives you a choice of 2 cards, which I really, really like, meaning that you do have an extra opportunity to pull a LTD. You might not pull a LTD, but these champion cards are going for a lot. So if you're not grinding rank, you should be in seasons, grinding seasons, getting the training to roll these packs. You're literally making hand over fist coins because these champion cards are going for way overpriced. Now, the blue chip champions aren't going for anything. They're basically going for mud, but you never know. Depending on what we get on Saturday, blue chip champions might shoot up in price, and then this roll becomes profitable. But again, at the moment, the Alumni, the Thanksgiving, and the Stars of the Week is the best training roll. Conference Tour is okay, but it's not the greatest. But if you really want to make coin, those would be your 3 best bets to kind of make your coin. Now we're going to head over to the market and just talk about the overall market because it is absolutely sky high, as Kanye said, and touched the sky. But let's go over the quarterback position first. As you see, training is slowly, surely going back down. We got 92s going for 167. You want to try to get 92s for under 130K, but right now it's just not looking possible. But your best bet to kind of buy training would be on Wednesday when Stars of the Week come out. But let's head over to the quarterback position. You got Randall Cunningham. This is why I told you guys the roll Alumni. Randall Cunningham's going for 288. Randall Cunningham is not the greatest card in the world. He's not like an elite card quarterback in the game. I mean, I wish he was elite, but he's not. But he's going for 288. You got to sell him. You need to sell him before Sunday, as he will continue to tank in price. He's going to tank in price because we're going to continue to get more quarterbacks that are better than him as well. So you want to keep that in mind when it comes to Randall Cunningham. Brad Smith and Billy Edwards, they're basically rentals, but I think both of these cards are really awful, and you should avoid at all costs. You got Pat White going for 400K. That's also not a bad buy. That's basically like 150K rental for most people out there. You got Cam Newton going for 400K, Click K going for 5, and then you got Colt McCoy going for 6. It isn't a bad idea to just tactically downgrade from Colt McCoy. Like, you can sell your Colt McCoys and then just tactically downgrade and get you a Drew Bledsoe and then just pocket the coins when it comes to Colt McCoy. Then you got Big Boy Cam that's floating for 900K. You could just get your 900K for Cam, and then you could just go buy Baby Cam for 4, and then you could pocket like 400K. You also got Gunnar Stockton that's going for 748. Not a bad time to sell him for the high 7s and go buy Drew Bledsoe or St. Clair as well. You got Julian Sayin going for $1 million. Now, when it comes to Sayin, If the rare card, the Rainer card tomorrow quarterback is not good, Julian Sayin and Braxton Miller continue to shoot up in price. But if that card is good tomorrow, Julian Sayin goes down in price. So you do want to keep that in mind. It is really a risk if you sell him tonight for $1 million and that card tomorrow isn't good. You're probably going to have to pay more than what you sold him for, but just keep that in the back of your mind if you're feeling risky. You also have Braxton Miller going for 1.9. I don't see a world in which Braxton Miller gets under $1 million before he's out of packs on Friday, unless some type of crazy pack glitch happens. Like, him and Saying, like I said, they're the two best quarterbacks in the game. But like, I just don't see a world in which Braxton Miller hits under $1 million before Friday. So if you want Braxton Miller, my best bet is you're gonna want to buy him between Wednesday and Thursday. You don't want to wait until Friday morning, but you want to buy him like Wednesday, Thursday if you really want Braxton Miller. Other than that, if we don't get a quarterback, he's going to shoot up in price. Running back market is extremely high. If you have Jaden Scott, I would sell him and then buy back on Wednesday. He's going to significantly tank in price on Wednesday. You're going to be able to get him for about around 130. 130 on Wednesday. Isn't bad to sell AJ Newberry too and get your 700K, him and Eddie George for 800K, and then just try to target a Jaden Scott for like a $130 on Wednesday. So you also want to keep that one in mind. I don't think neither one of those cards are worth the prices that they're going for right now. Again, this is why I talk about the Thanksgiving training pack. You got Noah Thomas going for 330K. He is one of the best wide receivers in the game. I know he doesn't have 93 speed, but he's 6'5" with 92 speed. He has 90 deep. He doesn't hit the 90 for short and medium route running, but he does get the glitchy spin that tall people get. So he is an absolute phenomenal champ. Got Eric Singleton going for 600K. I don't think Eric Singleton is worth 600K at all. It's not a bad idea just to sell this card and then go buy Noah Thomas on Friday. You probably going to be able to get Noah Thomas under 300K on Friday. You also have Reggie Wayne and Malachi Fields going for 7 and 800K. They are rising in price. Malachi Fields came out of packs today, and as the looks of it, we're not getting a god tier wide receiver tomorrow. So expect these two cars to go up, because you got to remember, it's only really like 4 cars that get go take off. Noah Thomas, Eric Singleton, Reggie Wayne, Malachi Fields, and Zachariah Branch. Well, it's actually 6. Zachariah Branch, but we'll talk about Braylon Edwards in a second. You got Zachariah Branch here going for 900K. I don't see a world in which this card gets for under 700K. I'm not a fan of this card at all, but it isn't a bad idea to sell this card. Take the 900K. Me personally, I'm just not a fan of this card. And then you have Braylon Edwards as well. Now, the thing with Braylon Edwards is he's going for 1.7 million. They're going to eventually fix Braylon Edwards, but in the meantime, if you pull Braylon Edwards, this is not a bad idea just to sell him, get your coins, and then buy back later. Alumni cards never hold value in this game, especially the LTDs. It is like they never hold value. They just always continue to tank. Like this card was selling for like 1.5, 1.8 yesterday. He's always down to 1.1. He'll continue to tank in price as the week goes on. So if you're really looking for this card, you're probably going to want to pick him up somewhere between Wednesday, Thursday, Friday morning. You got Dylan Bell going for 1.2. He's out of packs come tomorrow. At this stage, there's nothing that you can do as far as investing in this card, because investing in this card at 1.2, you would need him to kind of get to like 1.6, 1.5 to even make a profit. Just stay away from him as an overall investment unless you can magically get like 1 or 2 under $1 million. I would highly consider that, but other than that, you just gotta stay away from him as well. When it comes to the tight end position, you got Todd Heap. Again, this is why I said the alumni role is very profitable. You got Todd Heap going for 260K. Is Todd Heap worth 260K? Probably not. But again, nobody's open in packs, so it is what it is. You got Michael Trigg basically going for rental. This is basically just a 66K rental. So if you are looking for a tight end, this is not a bad option, but he doesn't get the glitchy spin. Shamar Easter is back up to 500K. Again, he's the fastest takeoff tight end in the game. You got base Rob Gronkowski going for 7, and then the big boy Rob Gronkowski going for 1.6. And then there is no Max Clairs up on the auction. He is the best tight end in the game. The blue chip tight end, he's going for like 3 million coins. If you pull that card, you just need to sell him. That's my best advice. Don't even hold on to him. Just sell it. You can always tactically downgrade and go buy baby Gronk for 7, or you can just buy Michael Trigg or Todd Heap and just pocket the coins that you're going to get when it comes to that card. Left guard, You got Greg Johnson. This was a great investment for me. I was buying this guy under 680K and under on while he was in packs, and I was able to flip all of them for 900 and a million. I still got like 3 left in the binder, and I will continue to sell him and get him off my hands. He just always remember LTD offensive linemen are always great investments. When it comes to the left edge, you got Dindorf 92 basically going for 5, and you got the 93 going for 9. Isn't a bad idea to sell the 93 and kind of just tactically downgrade and go get like Michael Sam or somebody else at that left edge position. I don't think this card is worth it at all. When it comes to the right edge position, you got Dylan Stewart going for 190. He's not really good. You got Caleb Banks, who's got out of packs today. He's going for 397. Then you got Prince Will Umalini going for 4. And then you got Jason Taylor going for 6. And then Romello going for 9. I don't think Romello is worth 900K. This is definitely a card you're going to want to sell. I used this card for like 2 days. I used him in 4-3-6-1. And I also used him in double mug. Just didn't understand why he was going for the price that he was going for, so I sold, and I kind of recommend to you guys to sell as well. But if you can pick a couple up, like under 800K, just to hold on and sell back over the weekend, that's not a bad idea because I just don't think they're going to be dropping gold quick jump right edges left and right. When it comes to the D tackle position, you got Geno Atkins. He's probably the cheapest of all the alumni cards because he absolutely sucks. And you got our guy Sam Adams going for 800K. If you can get Sam Adams, probably like I want to say like as close to 700K or 600K as possible, and just keep a couple and flip. That's not a bad idea because he is the fastest D lineman in the game. He doesn't get gold quick jump, but he does get discounted gold abilities and silver abilities, and he is the fastest DT in the game. He also has some of the best traits for D tackles in the game. When it comes to the wheel position, you got Wesley Basante going for 269K. This is why I said that ranks given roll is really good. Just easy coin to be made. You got Tristan Newson, the 92, going for 300K. He's basically going for rental. And then you got Raylan Wilson, who is the best wheel in the game. He's going for 161. Personally, if you're looking to pick him up, I haven't really seen him fall under 1.5, but if you can find him under 1.5, somewhere between 1.3, 1.4, just to pick up and just hold on to sell. Him and Claire are definitely cards that are going to shoot up once they're out of packs because they're just so valuable due to the boost that they give to the other cards on your team. So you just want to keep that in mind. If you're a big baller and have a lot of coins, this is definitely a card that you just pick up and then hold because he's 100% going to shoot up in price. He's always going to hold value because of the boost. The blue chip LTDs are probably the best investments in the game, but the problem is getting them for prices that you would normally want for. You got Owen Hinkie going for 158. Not a bad idea to sell this card. Again, you'll be able to buy for 130 on Wednesday with weeks. He should be tanking in price tomorrow as well. So it's not a bad idea to sell for 2 and then buy back tomorrow for under 200K when we get the new 92 champions added to that row. When it comes to the Sam linebacker, you got D'Amico Ryans going for 372 and then the big boy going for 4. I'm not a fan of this card at all. You got Rasheem Bowles going for 5, Sonny Styles going for 5. 5 is not a bad idea if you really wanted to. You could sell your Rasheem Bowles and just tactically downgrade to D'Amico Ryans, or you could just tactically downgrade to another Sam linebacker. But then again, he is just too good. You could also just tactically downgrade from him and then just use Sammy Brown as Sam linebacker. I mean, you won't get the Kim or you'll get the outer position penalty. But I mean, for as far as like your team Kim and everything like that, but that's just not a bad idea. It doesn't look like Patrick Peterson has affected the cornerback market too much, as we see that Devin Moore is still going for 300K. You got Smith Snowden, the Violet card, he's still going for 300K. D'Angelo Hall is still going for 300K. Pons is going for 5. And then you have Dre Bly going for 9. Dre Bly will continue to tank in price. If you're looking to buy Dre Bly, I mean, I don't know why you would, but if you are, you probably want to look for Wednesday, Thursday. I don't see a world in which he goes up when he's out of packs. Neither do not like him as an investment. Now, Richard Sherman, on the other hand, I do love, but the problem is Richard Sherman is just way too expensive. Now, Richard Sherman did crash in price over the weekend. I was able to get him Sunday for under a mil at like 9, I think like 930 something. I was able to get him, and now he's all the way back up to 1.2. If I can find any Richard Shermans, me personally, like, that are going for a good price, I will pick him up because I know that he's going to go up in price. At the end of the day, you can't beat a 6'3" corner, and he's still the best. Like, at the end of the day, I know Pat Pete is a great name, but at the end of the day, it's Richard Sherman, and Richard Sherman cards play great. Neither way, Keanu O'Neal is probably the worst alumni that you can pull out of the alumni role, as he basically going for nothing. They kind of did his card dirty with the 86 change of direction. Caleb Downs has shot back up in price. He's going for $800K. I sold mine when he was going for 6. Should have held on to him for a little longer. Didn't think he was going to go up in price to 8, but he's up in price. Earl Thomas going for 8. He's out of packs tomorrow. If you can find a couple of him under 800K, isn't a bad hold. When it comes to Taylor Mays, a lot of people have been asking me, yo, Mikey, when can I buy Taylor Mays? I want to buy him under $1 million. I got bad news for you. It's just not going to happen. I'm going to say this again. Stars of the week LTDs, you really only got a small window to buy them. Now, what do I mean when I say small window? Meaning that you can only buy these cards like either Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday morning. After that, they shoot up in price because the packs and everything just don't be spitting these cards out. So you got to keep that in mind. So if you ever want any Stars of the Week LTDs, you have to buy Wednesday, Thursday, Friday morning. They shoot up during the weekend, and he was going for low 800K on Friday morning. I brought mine Friday, and then he shot all the way back up to 1.2. And I don't see a world in which he gets under $1 million before he's out of packs on Wednesdays too, because Taylor Mays is by far and away the best free safety in the game. So you guys want to keep that in mind. And then when it comes to strong safety, this position is just absolutely weak. You have Xavier Alford going for 169K. You got Rob Moore going for 289K. Just remember, you're going to want to sell Rob Moore before Friday. If you got him, he's going to tank in price. You got Dylan Thiemann going for 700K. This card is not even worth 700K, if we really just being honest. And then you got Kendall Daniels, the top 100 card, going for $7 million. I told a lot of people to not panic sell their Kendall Daniels. I told a lot of people, I was like, yo, just use him for a little bit and then sell him. He'll go up in price. Let everybody panic sell theirs first, and then when the demand is high, it won't be a lot of him on the market, and voila. The card was selling for $3-4 million. Now he's all the way up to $7 million. Just something to keep in mind when it comes to the rank cards. Like, people are gonna sell the first couple of days to kind of just take their coins, but just be smart. Hold on to the card, use it for a bit, and then that's when you cash out. It's different. It's a little different than Madden on cut. And Madden, you could just instantly post them for $10 million or whatever, and people buy them. And cut, people are going to keep undercutting each other because people aren't going to be willing to spend the certain kind of money on cards. So that's just something to keep in mind when it comes to the cards that are coming out in December. You're going to want to if you want to maximize your profit, use them for a bit and then sell like a week or two later when the demand for them truly hits and high. Because right now, this is by far and away the best strong safety in the game. This Kendall Daniels is absolutely amazing. He also gets -2 AP, the gold abilities, and -3 AP, the silver abilities. Not only that, you can change his scheme Kim and theme team for free, and he's 6'5". And when they introduce +2 speed, he's going to be 95 speed. And then on the scheme team, he's going to be 96 speed. This card has a lot of longevity to play on a lot of our teams, probably until January, February. This is by far and away one of the best cards in the game. And yeah, he's just absolutely elite. So that pretty much does it for Market Monday. My best advice for you guys is kind of sell while the market is high. Don't be a buyer and try to buy while the market is high. If you're really looking for a lot of cards that come out of packs, such as Taylor Mays, Richard Sherman, Julian Sayin, Braxton Miller, you're just going to have to bite the bullet and buy those cards, because I just don't see a world in which these cards drop. You would have to drop something so phenomenal to make these cards drop in price. So that's my best advice for you guys. Please let me know in the comment section below if you have any questions, any concerns about the market. Please let me know in the comment section below. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe and that like button. And until the next video, boys, peace.